2, 1.
The lovely and majestic red peacock in his natural habitat. Notice as he shies away from the wild Pete. Look at the sheen of Pete's coat, obtained from the drink of hops and the eating of wild weeds. This song and dance, prescribed every Tuesday and Thursday. Nature, a wonderful gift.
Oh, John. That's a beautiful, beautiful intro. I feel like somehow you took air out of it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I can hear you breathing and clicking. Just takes the David Attenborough out of my soul. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Oh, wait. So I can line this up. We are the Two-Sided Pod. We are here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond. Well, if you're listening to live to us on the stereo streets, you can click that link above your heads and jump in on the YouTubes. We call it the YouTubes. There's an emphasis on the wrong syllable. Hey, there he is. The fuck you guy. Johnny boy. What it do? Hell yeah. We got Awesome Sauce Radio in the house. How y'all doing? Fox is keeping it real.
Well, you want some clicking of the jaw?
No. Do not pander to me, John. I'm not here to be trifled with. I'm a man of means. I'm a man of a short attention span, but many words to make up for that fact. John, don't click your jaw at me, sir. I said good day.
You need to before you hit that packet, you need to go out and come back in.
All right, fair enough. Keep it going, buddy.
All right. We'll keep it going.
So yeah.
What? He just left? What the? Oh, wait. I told him to do that. All right. So my boy Pete's coming right back in. Toot sweet. Inviting him, and then he's going to pop in that packet.
I'm back on the third day like Jesus from the tomb, motherfuckers. Woo! Let's kick this pig and make it squeal.
All right, man. I'll give you the and you packet.
See, John is sure to give the star. I don't care. I don't care about the star. I want for nothing. I'm very Buddhist in my approach to podcasting. John, let's do a shot before we start popping packets. Get yourself ready.
That sounds fantastic. I got a shot right here. Let's do it. Look out.
Bink,
Cheers, everybody.
Bink.
Hey, you're welcome for listening. All right.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Oh! Have not seen you or heard from you in a hot minute, my friend. Where have you been? Go Celtics.
Go Celtics. All right. Well, we did a shot. We popped the packets. Pete, what's left to do?
I think we got to burn this fucking bridge and jump off it.
That's it.
Or we could start the show.
Oh, okay. Well, howdy.
After hearing that intro, John, I feel like it's not too late to set fire to things and jump off. It's not too late, buddy. We can turn back now.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, and I have the matches ready in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two-Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the serious and the fun.
Yeah, John, the you and the me, the wrong and the right, the no and the yes, the ebb and the flow, the push and the pull, the give and the take, the yin and the yang, the Feely and Keely, the Harold and Kumar, the Abbott and Costello, the Kate and the Alley, the Michael Jordan and the Larry Bird, John. Nothing but net.
I like it. I have no notes. Let's just jump right into our general check-in. My boy Pete, how you feeling?
John, I'm feeling like I'm on a forced vacation. Like I wouldn't call it like county, like being in jail.
Uh-huh.
But I would say that I'm forced to be in places I don't want to be for periods of time. I don't want to be here. So I guess the long and the short of it, John, is glad I have internet. I'm grateful.
And just like county, you're always a little less prepared than you think you will be.
Right? You think it's going to be a walk in the park. It's not. It's not, motherfucker. Someone's going to steal your shoes. I promise you. Because I will steal your shoes.
What are you locked up for?
Shoe stealing. They call me the cobbler on the streets.
Well, speaking of shoe stealing, we got our very own first lightning round.
Lightning round! It's time to get down! Come on! Yeah! Whoa! What's up, guys? I know the whole moving my hand around thing doesn't work, but it just feels so natural these days. You know, Pavlovian, if you will. Woo! What's up, John L. Peacock? What's up, my boy P?
What up, lightning round guy? Hey, man, I didn't know. What's a Pavlovian? You're spitting some major words these days.
Well, you know, I asked for a blowtorch and a glass pipe for Labor Day, and it turns out it was Memorial Day, and so I got a thesaurus and a Encyclopedia Britannica collection. It's old, but I'm learning.
That's right on. Hey, you can always better yourself, man. Every day is a day to learn, right?
Yeah, right. Every day above ground, you gotta. I don't know, man. I haven't gotten that far in the book, so I'll get back to you.
Okay, sounds good, man.
All right, have a great show. Bye.
Thanks, brother. Cheers.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say.
He's getting smarter than us. It's a little worse.
Right? Somebody's been doing homework, and I don't like the sound of that, John.
Well, anybody who's anybody knows that our first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
John, I am so ready, but before we get ready for the questions, I just want to give a shout out to a special listener in the YouTube, your friend and mine, longtime listener, Spondy. Man, good to see you, my friend. Lightning Guy's here for you.
Always a pleasure. And Lightning Guy really sticks around because of Spondy. Like we were like, you could find another job. He's like, Spondy, I can't do his voice, but Spondy needs me.
Right? It's a give and a take. A bit of flow. What are you gonna do?
All right, my boy Pete. First question. What are your thoughts on advice columns?
I would advise in reading them, but not taking them for advice. But that's just my 2 cents, John. But you don't have to take it from me. You can read all about it in my column that I publish once a week, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich sandwich time if you're across the pond. It's called The Two-Sided. You're welcome for listening.
All right, next question, my boy Pete. What kinds of people or kinds of issues do you envision writing into advice columns?
Oh, what kind of issues, John? Oh, I've seen issues. I know issues, John. I feel like the people who write in are either trying to play a joke or they are completely unaware and have no social skills. So it's either a My Boy Pete or a John L. Peacock writing in. One of the two.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Wait, which one? Never mind. All right, my boy Pete. If you could ask Dear Abby anything, what would it be?
Dear Abby, longtime reader, first time writer. I've been having a hard time with this one. I've been mulling it over. Should I? Shouldn't I? It's been a real Ross Rachel relationship with us, Dear Abby. So, what I'm going to ask you, where did Chandler get the ketamine? Because inquiring minds are asking for friends.
Everyone wants to know that.
Yeah.
Too soon? Nah. Humor heals. Shout out to Chandler. Let's do a slight a slight detour and look at news radio advice. My boy Pete, if you could call in and ask Dr. Ruth anything, what would it be?
Dr. Ruth, what's the kinkiest shit you have ever been a part of? And I want goddamn details. I'll take my answer off the air, Dr. Ruth.
You're going to take her answer off the air?
No. That's what all the callers say. Long time listener, first time caller. Dr. Ruth, do you take it in the poop chute? I'll take my answer off the air. Thanks.
Do you really want to know the kinkiest?
No, John, but I feel like you got to push the envelope, man. I'm not asking for real advice. I'm the my boy Pete in this situation. I'm asking the most inappropriate, off the wall shit. Like, can you not believe that it isn't butter? I'll take my answer off the air.
Oh, right, because you're the one who's completely unself-aware. I get that. Okay.
Lactose intolerant, or have you just stopped listening to lactose? I'll take my answer off the air.
Lactose intolerant, or have you just stopped listening to lactose, is the correct answer. Thank you very much, my boy Pete.
All right. Woo! I knew if I kept talking long enough, I'd get there.
All right. We're plowing through this. I'm ready for our first segment, but I think we need a shot. I think we need to grease the wheels with maybe butter, or if you're lactose intolerant, whiskey or rum.
You can do oat milk. There's almond butter. Did you know you can milk an almond, John? I've been to an almond farm, and they have these little tiny milking machines all along the trees where you put them up on the little almond teats and just milk the fuck out of those little almonds. You get about beady little. It's it's delicious, but it's hard to get.
Yeah, but it's not environmentally sound because of all the water they use for those milking machines for the almonds. Almonds, not so good.
I don't know about you. It's a 50-50 gas oil mix, John. It's a 2-stroke engine that we use. It's pretty good. We get a lot more milking done. We said, to hell with water. This is America. If we're going to fuck the environment, let's use gas and oil. Fossil fuels all the way, baby. Milk of those almonds.
How many strokes was it again?
It's 2-stroke, John. It's a 2-stroke cycle. 2-stroke for life, baby.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, my friend. Beep, beep, beep.
The cow. Because speaking of 2-stroke, my boy Pete, we are going to talk about Dr. Ruth.
All right. Dr. Ruth, the ultimate 2-stroke. John, I hope the follow-up, you got to keep the through line. It's like, all right, we're going Dr. Ruth and Stormy Daniels. We're going Dr. Ruth and Ron Jeremy.
Well, okay, so Corolla Ruth Westheimer was the only child of Orthodox. Corolla.
I loved her. I only knew her sister Camry.
It might be Carola, but it's with a K, and it's German. Karola. I only read it. What do you think?
It's a cooler. It's German for culo.
So Corolla, yeah. All right. Corolla Ruth Westheimer was the only child of Orthodox Jewish parents and born the 24th of June, 1928, who settled in Frankfurt am Main when she was 1 year old. When she was 10, her father was seized by the Nazis after Kristallnacht in November of 1938, a year prior to the start of World War II.
Okay. A bad start for a sexually liberated little Eastern European lady.
Hey, grief's a hell of a thing. It can cause a lot of different ways to react. You know that.
It's true. That's true. Very true. Go on.
All right, so take it to a labor camp, her father was. Westheimer remained with her mother and grandmother, but soon was sent to Switzerland, where she lived in an orphanage for Jewish refugee children. She remained there for the rest of the war and never saw her family again, as later she learned that her parents had been killed in the Holocaust.
Okay. Bad start to every story you provide, John. So this is no different from the norm. I like what I'm seeing thus far. Pretty disappointed. So I think there's a high point in your future. I am hoping.
I'm pretty sure things are going to look a little bit better from now on, because she emigrated from Switzerland to Palestine, where she began going by her middle name, Ruth. She worked as an agricultural laborer in the kibbutz, which is a selective settlement, and eventually moved to Jerusalem to study early childhood education. There, she joined the Haganah, an underground Zionist.
She was a Dumbledore. She was a Hufflepuff. She was a sex maniac. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, the Haganah is an underground Zionist military organization. Yeah, that's right. Twice in a row. Never mind. She became a scout and a sniper.
Nice. Okay.
In 1948, on her 20th birthday, she was severely wounded when a bomb exploded at her kibbutz. She recovered. Don't worry about it.
Well, I assumed.
Yeah.
And I think all of her lady parts were in order because I know what she's up to in her future.
That's right. You took that answer off air. In 1950, at 22, she married an Israeli soldier from her kibbutz. He started to get wounded. He's like, I need that one. They moved to Paris, and she studied psychology at the Sorbonne, while her husband studied medicine.
Okay.
Well, have you heard of her husband?
Dr. Ruth?
Dr. Ruth's husband?
Was his name Dr. Ruth?
No. They divorced after 5 years, so that didn't last long.
Kevorkian.
Well, that's why she divorced him.
Dr. Feelgood. Dr. I give up. Strangelove.
Well, you don't need to worry about it because that guy is completely non-essential.
Who is he?
She left him completely behind.
You're just asking me if I knew his name because you were trying to do research. You didn't have a fucking answer to that. You're an animal, John.
No, I'm saying, had you ever heard of Dr. Ruth having a husband?
Jesus Christ. Our communication is right here. Perfect. I feel like we're just so in tune. We're finishing each other's
burritos. So she used her restitution money from West German government to emigrate to the United States after the divorce, and she settled in New York City, baby, and attended classes in the new school.
New York City.
Get her. Oh, never mind. That's not a really good commercial anymore.
Come on, bud. Stay with the program. Don't let me derail you. I'm just a passerby.
Isn't that your job?
I'm just here to observe. Don't mind me, John. Flippity dippity hippity doo.
So she went to the new school for social research while working as a housemaid and raising her daughter from a brief second marriage. That's right. In the 5 years after the divorce, She got married, and that was done again.
And has another kid. Has a kid, one kid.
One kid from that one. No, none
Okay.
from the first.
Okay, 2 marriages, 1 kid. All right. Good. I'm just
Eh.
keeping track. 2 balls, 1 strike.
In 1961, she married her third husband, engineer and fellow Jewish refugee Manfred Westheimer. Ah, we have a name now, finally, with whom she had a son. She also became a U.S. citizen in 61.
Westheimer.
Westheimer.
Okay.
That's her last name.
For some reason, I know that is, but I just thought of Oppenheimer. I was like, she gets around. Okay. So she marries him, third time a charm.
After earning her master's in sociology from the New School in 1959, Westheimer worked as a research assistant at Columbia University's Teachers College, and she earned her doctorate in education in 1970.
That's such a bullshit cop-out. Teachers College. Who goes there? Teachers. For teachers. Well, what if they get sick? Where do they go? Doctor's hospital. What the fuck? What is wrong with us?
Columbia University does have the doctor's hospital as well, so it's all in one institution.
Yeah, we like to make sure you know exactly what it is and who is working there.
So while she was getting her doctorate, she was working at Planned Parenthood Clinic in Harlem, an experience that spurred her to further her studies in human sexuality.
Baggers Groceries. Drug dealers, legal weed emporium. Mechanics Auto Shop. Idiots Podcast. John, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I got this tattoo. It's a fucking sick-ass dragon all up and down my arm. And there's a Chinese symbol underneath it. You know what that Chinese symbol says? Dragon. So just in case someone doesn't know what it means, they can read it if they're Chinese. Dragon. Fucking idiots. What's wrong with people?
You're still talking about Teachers College, right? Not Planned Parenthood?
I'm still on Teachers College. Planned
Just making
Parenthood. Sure. That's no such things. No, not even gonna. I'm not gonna touch that one, John. I'm gonna speak out of pocket and cause a whole uproar.
That's fine. On either end, we'll keep on going. So she applied to study under pioneering sex therapist Helen Singer Kaplan at Cornell University, with whom she trained for 7 years.
Helen Kaplan, I heard about her. That chick fucks.
And she's a singer too, Helen Singer Kaplan.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I didn't. Oh, she's not the one I knew.
A different one.
Sorry, Helen.
In 1980, Westheimer was hired for a weekly 15-minute radio show in New York called Sexually Speaking. The show was taped and aired after midnight on Sunday evenings.
Yeah, let's get some. Get some.
Its success soon led. Yeah.
I'm just saying, she's a weird lady. Who pitched that? You know what? Let me go on air, after 12, talk about sex. I'm a doctor. It's cool.
Okay, do you think that she wants it after 12? I'm sure she wants it. Yes, I want to do a radio show called Sexually Speaking. And they're like, great, we're going to allow it, but not until after midnight on a Sunday.
Yeah. That's a lot. I don't know. What kind of crate? Okay, I'll go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
At this time, she's already 52 years old. In 1980, when she started this show. It was super successful, and it led to a live, hour-long call-in program. And that's the one we know today, or, that we know Dr. Ruth for.
Hour-long, yeah, well, crazy town. Well, it's just like Love Lines. It's just like I feel like everything like that had a time and a place. It was groundbreaking at the time, but do they still have? No, they do. They fucking still do. No, I'm just now that I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, it's all still here. Horrible.
So
We have not
quickly,
evolved as a people.
oh no, nor will we. So in 1980, 15 minutes turned into an hour. 15 minutes recorded, hour live, and then by 1984, the show was syndicated nationally, and she had become known as Dr. Ruth.
I think it's because it's the juxtaposition. She's such a cute little old lady, and she talks about anything.
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Yeah,
Sexually speaking.
right. Exactly. She wouldn't tell us what she did in the war. Believe you me, we asked.
We know she was a sniper, but we don't know who she sniped.
Berta. Berta.
So her manner, as you're mentioning, her manner of discussing sex and relationships without euphemisms, and her willingness to answer questions on all topics, made her both a trusted and sometimes controversial figure.
Pretty much like my boy Pete and John L. Peacock. Will answer any topic, any subject, but rather controversially.
So her matronly appearance, cheerful personality, heavily accented speech, and small stature, because she is only 4'7", presented an intriguing image for a sex expert.
Yeah, no, it's the juxtaposition. It's you don't expect that from that package.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have preconceived notions when you see her coming.
And she catches us off guard, right? Like no one, as you said, no one expected it.
Right. She has a great sense of humor. She has a great timing. She's an amazing speaker. Great improviser off the cuff.
And that's why she could answer questions live.
Right. Just really amazing. And it was all based in medical fact or her special kink of that time. I heard she went through phases. Yeah, she went through her leather phase. I heard. She went through her New York phase, and I believe that involved a lot of pizzas and hot dogs. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't read the book. John, you did bits on this, right? You can fill in the blanks, yeah?
Right. Yeah. No. So just to reiterate, she was 4'7", which for our international listeners, that is 1.4 meters. I wanted to make sure that they're not left out.
Boo! Boo! In your metric system. Fuck you. How many stones do you weigh? Fuck off. How many meters can you fuck off? That many meters. Fuck off. Boo. Yeah. Yeah. I know we're the only ones, John. There's like us and two other countries that fuck with the non-metric USA colonial way of counting. You give them an inch, they put meters all over you, John.
Well, I know even never mind. I'm just no. I'm gonna say it. Ireland even went to the metric system in the early 2000s. So if they can do it, we can do it too.
No, but they're so much closer. They're in the same time zone ish.
So why? Maybe. You know the English
us.
the English made our system of measurement that they no longer use, right?
No, here's the deal. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It was broke.
Well, we ain't gonna fix it, man. USA, count them up, inches and feet.
All right, she quickly became a pop culture icon.
I'll be honest, John. I just don't want to learn I know it's a little more, and I just estimate at that point. I'm like, I don't want to do math again. I will give you all the stones of my money. I'll give you 4 stones of pure copper. Is that 6 pence? I'll give you I'll give you half a stone of 2 pence. Is that a thing? Do you weigh it? I don't know what you do over there.
Please, sir, tell me how you weigh money.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell us about Dr. Ruth.
No, I think we need to stop just for a second and have a shot to the American way of measuring things. It's all about 12, baby. 10, screw you.
4'7". 4'7". Thanks, Dr. Ruth, for bringing that up. Cheers.
Ow. So, as I said, pop culture icon, appearing in films and commercials and on television, game shows, and sitcoms, almost always playing herself, regardless of the context.
There you go. Stay true. Stay true to yourself. It's easier to do that. You don't have to fake it.
Right,
That way
but she's
you
not
get
an
caught
actor,
slipping.
and people want Dr. Ruth. They don't want Dr. Ruth playing someone. They want Dr. Ruth.
Right.
So, this celebrity did not detract from her authority when speaking on many taboo topics, including homosexuality, female orgasms, abortion, masturbation, contraception, and AIDS prevention, or safe sex. You want to touch any of those?
Oh, yeah. I mean, some of them are real and they should be addressed. Some of them are fake. Don't need to be talked about.
Do you want to leave it at that?
Yeah, John. I had a joke, but I lost it, and then I couldn't go back, and I was already steeped too deep, John. And I will have you know that Dr. Ruth did do a little impersonation at one point. She tried her Oprah phase. When you get a dildo and you get a dildo, everybody gets a dildo. And so, yeah, that's good, yeah. It didn't work out. She went back to being authentic Dr. Ruth, and that's what paid off.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Well, her advice giving expanded to television, talk shows, and books. In 1989, the all-new Dr. Ruth show received an ACE Award for excellence in cable television. She published more than 40 books, beginning with Dr. Ruth's Guide to Good Sex in 1983. In 95, The Doctor is In, Dr. Ruth on Love, Life, and Joie de Vie in 2015. And Stay or Go, Dr. Ruth's Rules for Real Relationships in 2018.
Big Black Jugs, Dr. Ruth, the woman's edition. Length or Girth, Inquiring Minds, the Dr. Ruth edition. Dr. Ruth did a lot of things. Mediocre Sex, Dr. Ruth in the later years.
She wrote a pregnancy book for couples, a guide for caregivers of patients with Alzheimer's disease, books for children and teens about sex and relationships.
Ooh,
And whimsical picture books.
Jesus. Yeah, I would always go and check her books out when I was a kid in the bookstore. I'm like, nope, there was no nudie pictures. Had to go check out National Geographic. That's how times were tough back then.
That's right. And her autobiography, All in a Lifetime, was published in 1987 because she had lived quite a lifetime by even 1987.
Well, yeah, well, she was born so long ago, so 87 is a long time.
Yeah.
How old was she in 87?
Well, it's 28, so my math not so good. 87, 60,
It's
59. 59. She was born in 1928.
Oh, it's 28. I'm like, no, it is Tuesday. You are having a stroke.
64. 42. Crap.
Hi.
All right, so a couple of awards. In 86, she got the Liberty Medal, which recognizes immigrants who have made major contributions to New York City and the United States. The Ellis Island Medal of Honor in 2002. The Teachers College, hey, it's back, baby! Teachers College Medal for Distinguished Services from
Nope.
Columbia University in
I
2006.
figured all that shit out. I figured it all out, John. Teachers College. That's a money laundering operation. Doctors Hospital, money laundering. People go in, they die, John. Organs get removed. I think it's, we have the ability to move and manufacture drugs at our compounding pharmacy almost a little too easily. Doctors. Mm-hmm.
Two more. 2013, she got awarded the Planned Parenthood Federation of America Margaret Sanger Award. And in 2019, she was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame.
All right. There you go.
Well, her career of a talk show host and then a TV host and all that sadly ended. Because at 95, Dr. Ruth is shifting gears from her lengthy, notable career as a sex expert and taking a chance at a new role. As a New Yorker resident for 60 years, Westheimer decided that she wants to help tackle the national loneliness epidemic by doing her part in the Empire State. She's the one.
I'm asking questions. Go ahead.
So she wants to tackle loneliness in New York and becoming the New York's ambassador to loneliness. The only issue, this position doesn't exist in New York or any other state, but she doesn't care. So she went after it. She said, quote, "I still want to talk about orgasms," Westheimer told the New York Times. "I still want to talk about sexual dysfunction, but I have done that.
I just want to talk about it with strangers now, so they're not so lonely. Do you want to talk about orgasms? Can I come over and have some coffee, tea, talk about orgasms?"
So now, this is a quote, "I'm going to say, let's go and see how we can help people who don't have sexual problems," she told the Times.
That's just crazy old lady talk, man. So she's gonna, like, she's as an ambassador, like, what is she gonna do? Like, door to door? Hello, would you like a friend?
Well, she pitched it to the governor, and Kathy Hochul said, yeah, let's do it, and created an ambassador position for loneliness for the New York state.
Holy shit. Fucking New York, man. You guys are going to hell in a handbasket. What are we going to see next, John? Ambassador for hatred? Hey, I'm from the Bronx. I'm here as a representative for the ambassador of hatred. I hate that the falafel joint closes at 4 a.m. That's bullshit.
When Hochul was fully on board, announced the position, Dr. Ruth said, "Hallelujah! I got off the phone with Governor Hochul yesterday afternoon. She called me to ask to serve as the very first honorary ambassador to loneliness in the nation," Westheimer said. "I am deeply honored and promise the governor that I will work day and night to help New Yorkers feel less lonely."
Tomorrow I will go into Central Park and I will hold a megaphone and say, "Would anybody like a hug?" for 45, maybe 55 minutes. And then I will go to pizza places and ask for hugs. Everybody feel more love. Also, I get pizza.
You know, hugs should last more than 20 seconds. That way they're effective.
Christ.
Under 20 seconds, it's not effective.
You approach someone, you're a 4 foot someone, and no one knows Dr. Ruth now. You're a 95-year-old lady. I am here to make friends with you. Man, get the fuck out of here.
So that was last year.
Ah! What the fuck is that?
Just waddling towards you very slowly.
Right.
The glasses and happy smile.
Hey, man, someone lost a kid. Hey, man, someone lost a kid. Hey, where's your daddy at?
So that was last year, 2023, and she's still doing it. 96 years old, and she is rocking hard. Shout out to Dr. Ruth.
Shout out to Rockin' Hard.
Rocking it hard, baby.
Rocking it hard. That was her nickname back in sniper school. They called her Rockin' Hard. I don't know why, but cheers to that. I'll drink to that, John.
Oh, hold on.
We got some packages to pop.
I see it. We have a lot. Let me just do this, and then this, and then this, and then cacao.
Cow.
Cheers, everybody. Let me get the cable ready. 2 seconds, and go for it.
Let me get my makeup ready.
Ready? Doctor Who, Dr. Phil. How many more doctors are there that we know that are in the limelight?
Right?
Right?
See, I go,
Hey,
doctor.
doctor.
Hey now, doctor.
Did you know that Sylvester Stallone had partial face paralysis
Hey.
and he had a speech impediment?
Oh.
Because I just thought he was retarded, but it turns out he was retarded and those other things were wrong with him too.
Yeah. It's called Bell's palsy. And it's a chromosome deficiency. Oh.
Could you imagine laying down with Dr. Ruth?
Lay me down,
Doctor?
Dr. Ruth, you sex doctor.
Oh.
Lay me down, Dr. Ruth, you sex doctor. You know what? I'm going to start asking to be called that. Just not in like social settings or on the show. It'll just be an AKA. So if I'm ever held in custody, it'll be on one of my AKAs. AKA my boy Pete, AKA the sex doctor, AKA Uncle Pedro, AKA Uncle Daddy, AKA Buckets of Fun. I just want him to read it in court where the bolo goes out. Fuck yeah, John. I'd do 6 to 12 for that. I'd just to have him read it out. Be on the lookout for a man in a nun costume in a car with rubber duckies. Okay, no.
John, I just can't believe that you're just missing every opportunity to use the word sexpert. I can't believe you're actually saying sex expert. What the fuck, John?
Conservation of words, John. I've been saying that all the time. Sexpert.
The only way we can go to a metric system, ladies and gentlemen, is if all of our rulers, which they do, if you checked,
Boo!
had centimeters and inches. That's the only way we're able to handle it.
That's true. That's true. But when I love watching the strongman, world's strongest man competitions, and it's like, oh, they're lifting things that are, this is 12 stone, this is 14 stone, this is 48 stone, this is 200 stone. Like, no, it's not 200 stone because that'd be like a bazillion pounds. I don't know. Makes no sense to me. That fucking rock's big. That fucking rock's bigger. That's the fucking biggest rock. So fucking, if I had to say a fucking inch, a foot, fucking 3 feet. You like them metrics.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when people talk about the measurement of penises, they always use inches. Always. I've never heard anybody on either side of the pond use the metric system to measure their penis. Why is that?
I don't understand. I only use biblical terms. I I say oh shit, I was typing, John. I just typed and that messed me up. One fuck. God damn it. It's the Noah's Ark joke. It shall be what cubit by 1 cubit by 14 cubits. What was the measure? What was the fucking Noah's Ark measurement? Somebody chime in. The Bill Cosby did it in the whole thing, and he used the term, and it was like, yeah, that was the joke. Fuck it. You know what? Sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in metric or inches or centimeters. I believe in fathoms. Fucking that shit's deep. Too late. You can't go back on a joke like that. God damn it, John.
Yeah, this organs, Johnny, this organs, they get removed.
You think there's loneliness? Did you just say there was loneliness in New York City? How could anybody be lonely in New York City? I thought people intentionally went to New York City not to be lonely because there's someone less than a yard. Yeah, I use yards, not meters. Less than a yard away from you at any given time.
Yeah. I was like 2 parsecs away from the next gentleman on the subway.
I could imagine her doing like a world tour, going to Japan with the hikikomori and the people who like, have the blow up dolls and
See?
girlfriends.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I have not heard this woman's voice in like 28 years.
I know, right? That's crazy town. Even when she dies, fucking AI is gonna bring her back. She's gonna be at Coachella fucking in 2030. Yeah, make sure that you have consent before you do anal. Okay, condoms at the back. Let's party, Tupac. And then fucking Tupac comes out. It's gonna be crazy.
My boy Pete, would you be disappointed when Dr. Ruth was not in her books in sexually explicit poses?
100%.
Taking a yuck.
I mean,
Stop you from jacking out to it, did it?
not at all. She come on, man. You know she has a cover picture. That's enough. That's enough to get you through those dark nights. And if you call in on the radio show and hear your voice and she talks back to you, record that on your VHS tape recorder. Fucking play that back until the tape breaks. Then cry yourself to sleep when you're 65, living alone in your fucking grandma's old basement. Anyway, I digress.
Well, speaking of complete digression,
Speaking of digression, you guys like digression? Well, have we got a fucking treat for you? Coming up next, I got a little something to say. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are the Two-Sided Pod. We don't fuck around often, but when we do, it's on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you're across the pond. You can watch us live on the stereo streets on the app. If you're on this app, you can click that link above our head and see us live on the YouTube. If you can't catch us live on either of those, after you hit the like and subscribe and alert, because all that fucking bullshit pays for John's shit. We're not paying for your therapy, are we? God damn it, I knew we were not doing something well. All right. Write that down in the notes. Anyway, you can catch us on all the all the socials. Our handle is at Two-Sided Pod, all lowercase, all one word. Look us up. You'll probably be disappointed, but hey, when are you not? Right, but we got some people here in the streets. We got Faye Dog, we got Mona Lisa, we got I don't even know who's still here. I can't see. You're the admin, man. I don't get to see.
Well, and the foundation in the Stereo Streets, Foxy, Wormillion, Midnight Angel, Jules, Vivi, hey, Viv, Boston
Viv.
Celtics, and Knox Fox.
Go Celtics!
Go Celtics. And I do want to give a shout out to Mona Lisa. I was listening to her show last week, and Dr. Ruth came up, and it reminded me about her new position here in New York. And so I chimed in a little bit in her show, and it was the inspiration for me popping a little love Dr. Ruth way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wink.
Yeah. So what do you prefer? Do you like missionary? Do you like ambassador? I personally prefer the hound's way. Some may call it doggy style. It's not as classy.
It's not as classy. Speaking of not so classy, that leads us to our next lightning round.
Lightning round. It's time to get down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Whoa. What's up, Johnny Peacock? What's up, my boy Pete?
What up, lightning round guy? Hey, how's your time at the new place? I'm glad you traveled over with Pete.
Oh yeah, well it's a big property and there's a big yard and there's a couple shipping containers and I'm getting up to all sorts of things out there. It's been a lot of fun. Place to store my dictionaries and my dictionaries about things. It's good. Yep.
You hanging out with the dog?
Yep, and all the other critters out there. They come, they go, I stay, you know. All right, well, back to it.
Have fun,
Bye.
brother.
Jeez, man, what a difference a show makes.
Yeah.
an hour and fucking he's gone downhill. Poor guy.
It's all the outside climate, the pollution and everything, right? Yeah.
Right. It wrecks the system.
Well, speaking of wrecking the system, this lightning round segment is one of your favorites and mine, and even my boy Pete's. It is movie summaries and reviews. Movie summaries and reviews. My boy Pete, tell them what they are going to expect.
Oh, this is going to be great. John's going to name movie titles that he thinks I haven't seen, or actually no, that he's now pretty sure that I have seen. And at that point, I'm going to give a quick synopsis, and I'm going to say if I recommend it or not. And then at the end, you're going to guess if I have seen it or haven't seen it. And if I win, then you all drink. And if I win, then we all drink. And if I lose, then you drink. If I lose, then I don't know. There's an equation in there. There's something. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about some movies and if you should watch them. Get ready. Here we go.
That's right. These are all real movies, sometimes with weird titles, sometimes not. But these are movies that I am challenging Pete. But unfortunately, this guy has no life, and he's seen most movies out there.
I have a life. I just
movie watching.
happen to portray someone who doesn't on TV.
I'm not an actor. I just play one on TV. That's right.
Exactly.
The first movie.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So do you know that title?
He has cancer. Oh no, cancer's not good.
I forgot to say this segment of movie summaries and reviews is 80s edition. 80s edition. All the movies from this one are from the 1980s.
This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome.
First one, the classic movie from 1982, Cat People. It's a remake from the 40s, and it's a classic from 1982 called Cat People. My book.
Cat People. It's a group of it's a group of cat people. When it becomes dark, they turn into semi-cats, semi-humans. And if you get scratched, it's almost like a werewolf thing, but then they terrorize at night. But it's every night, all the time, and they can be anyone, but have memory of what they were before. So they are kind of like a coven, but kind of not. And they're living amongst you, but not. And it's very creepy in a very specific way, like you haven't seen before, because it's a mix of a lot of genres. I'm not a big horror fan, so I would not recommend it. I didn't like the first one. I didn't like the second one.
All right. Oh, we forgot to say, you said you lose, we win, you lose. People chime in.
Yeah.
You can wait till the end, but if you're on the YouTubes, you could just type whenever, if you think that my boy Pete has seen the movie, or if he has not seen the movie and he's just blowing smoke up some place. But that's Cat People from 1982. The next one, this is this kind of give me 1986's not repeat, but further into the genre from a famous director, the great movie Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck from 1986.
Now, Howard the Duck is an interesting one. It is everyone loves it because it's based on the comic series, and it's Howard ends up on Earth as a duck, and he ends up getting involved with because he left. He was a criminal. I forget. He did something. He witnessed something. He did something, but now he's teamed up. He had to go. And so now he's on Earth and making his way on Earth and like the whole thing. And then he crosses the mob and it's this, am I going to leave or am I going to go? Am I going to be the good guy or the coward? Everyone says I am. And Howard, well, Howard, I don't want to spoil it, but you see duck titties in this. So there's that. Sorry, should have said spoiler alert. So would I recommend it? Yes, just so you can talk about it at fucking dinner parties, but no, I wouldn't recommend it if you're strapped for time. I'll recommend more for you.
Our next one is the 1987, the very next year, another great movie, also based off comics and or other pop culture things. That's right, the Garbage Pail Kids movie. 1987's the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
That was no, it's a horrible movie. It was supposed to be great. I owned it for a hot second, and then it got stolen. But the Garbage Pail Kids all had to team up against a bad developer or someone in their neighborhood to drive out stand up for the neighborhood or something for the city or some shit, and they all had to use their fucking horrible powers, Sticky Ricky and all that shit.
But you didn't like it?
No, I did not like it. If you liked Garbage Pail Kids and if you like adaptations, it's like you hope for so much, and it's just a big fuck you. It's a shit sandwich because you see these characters, but they're poorly done. It's a poorly written script. It's poorly developed. It's a poor ending. Like you're just, God damn it! Why can't Sticky Ricky do some more shit?
Your movie got stolen just like my Garbage Pail Kids cards got stolen.
I still have mine.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna finish with the very, very classic 1988 film Earth Girls Are Easy.
Earth Girls Are Easy is actually a pretty funny movie where aliens come down to Earth, and it's some pretty famous actors in it, and in just true 80s style start, hey ladies, and just like making their way with the chicks until the girls get in trouble with something. It's just a typical 80s trope. I forget what it was, but it's fucking what is his name? What is his name? Not Howie Mandel, the guy in Jurassic Park that looks like Howie Mandel.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Nope. I'm gonna go the original. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you see, chaos theory. Yeah, see, he was the Fly. He was Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum.
Must go faster. Must go faster. Must go faster.
Must go faster. He's in it as a young fucking Jeff Goldblum can only be. It's not. No, I would recommend it to not anyone. It's not good. You could, if you're in that genre of I would say, well, like watch One of the Guys or Just One of the Guys or fuck it, what was the other one? No, that was Johnny. Fuck. Anyway, go ahead, keep going. That's it. Yeah, no.
And that's
I would
it.
recommend.
That's the four.
Yeah.
So we got Cat People from '82, Howard the Duck from '86, The Garbage Pail Kids movie from '87, and Earth Girls Are Easy from '88. If you'd like to chime in now, please do.
Yep.
And we'll give a little bit of a pause while we take a shot.
Shut for you. Cheers.
Cheers. Look out. Mm. Koala.
Fair enough.
Okay, we got Mona's chimed in. The Moans. That was stupid. But definitely saw Howard the Duck. Disturbing, kind of. She also saw it. The Garbage Pail Kids. She saw that. I think all three and all four. So we got at least one vote that you've seen all four. Oh, no.
Right.
No, she just doesn't know about the first one. Cat People. Let's just say she agrees with you that you saw it. All right. You saw all four.
John, come on. Don't disagree with the lady. Yeah.
I never disagree with the lady. My repeat, Cat People from 1982, the remake from the 46, I think.
I have not, because it scared me looking at the cover. I'm so scared of those horror movies, and I've never been able to watch. Like, no, thank you. Don't need to. Don't like it. No. Troll. I haven't seen Troll. I haven't seen all the way through Fright Night. I haven't seen
Tales from the Crypt.
Nope. Didn't watch maybe two. Like, no, thank you. Not the movie. No, thank you.
You're right. Yeah.
I gotta sleep. I fucking work for a living, John. I pay taxes. People respect my father.
Now with Cat People, are you thinking of Pet Cemetery?
No. I saw that, and that's what turned me on to no watching scary movies.
that was a scary movie.
I want to play with you.
Little Gage, look out for the fucking truck.
Horrible.
So Cat People is they're turning into cats, but the way to stop it is for the main character to have sex with her brother. So it's not so much a horror movie, but it's a pretty disturbing movie otherwise.
Fuck, man. Okay. That's rough. And then I was going to make a joke. Like, I can't even go with that. Okay, so. How about this? Let's try this. So what I'm thinking, right, is you got to find a person gullible enough to consent to sex anytime you see someone who has like pointy ears or like fucking little nose. That fucking guy has turned into a cat. We better fuck. Okay. That's the only way to save him. And you see him the next day. He's not a cat. It worked. Fucking then everyone's a cat. That guy's fucking, look at him. He fucking did this to his hair. We better fuck. Look at him. He's playing with string. Look at that fucker. He's playing with string. That's a cat move. Let's fuck.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's not for us. It's for the greater good. We got to save the people from turning into cats, baby.
That's right. Lo and behold, the original did not have that plot concept in it, and the filmmakers have admitted that there was a lot of cocaine involved in the making of that movie.
Hey, man, you ever hung out with cats and your sister? Done a bunch of cocaine? I'm not going to say what happens, but we wrote this movie. Pretty fucked up. Anyway, we don't hang out at Christmas anymore.
Michael Pete, 1986's Howard the Duck.
Yeah, no, I have seen that. I could take it or leave it. It was one of those ones in the 80s where I saw it at my buddy Kelton's house, and that's where I watched fucking Predator, Terminator, Rambo, Commando, all the movies I shouldn't see. Mom, I'm going to Kelton's house after school. And he's like, you want to watch a movie? Fuck yes, I do.
Yep.
It's like, you guys gonna play? Yeah, we'll be in the room playing. Fucking movie. Yes.
Your parents rock.
Yeah, this is awesome. I watched Gremlins. I got scared. Why can't you sleep? I don't know.
It's not a Christmas movie.
No, John. I don't snitch. I fucking had dreams and nightmares for like a week. Like, no, I'm fine. Do you watch something? Nope. Just fucking radio silence. I'm a small child who can't sleep. I'm good. Fucking don't tell the man what's happening. Because if I do, I can't watch Commando that comes out next time.
I'm sure that's not disturbing for your parents at all. He's really upset and he can't sleep, but he won't tell us what happened.
Well, we should send him back to the church so he can pray with the priest.
Oh. All right. For bonus points, my boy Pete, what famous director directed Howard the Duck after a string of successes in the 80s?
It's fucking what's his name? You know, old what's his nuts. I'll never forget old what's his name.
Oh, what's nuts?
Yeah.
Okay, 70s and 80s, major series of films. Two different ones, both maybe with Harrison Ford in them.
Oh, that's right. It was a Spielberg.
George Lucas. That's right. George Lucas.
That's anyway. Right. It was a right. It was a. Who did the soundtrack? Wasn't it?
Danny Elfman. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Like, and he cast Johnny Depp, but he was like, no, he's too young. He can't do it, and he doesn't look good as a duck.
That's right. They were thinking of Dr. Ruth, but she was too short.
Yeah. Plus, her accent wouldn't go well with the quacking. We could cast her as the duck in the tub with the titties.
My repeat, 1987's The Garbage Pail Kid movie. The Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Yes, I have seen it, and it was horrible. And I was so disappointed. Like, it ended the desire for more Garbage Pail Kids. That was like the effect it had. It was like, no, thank you. I'm good. Because then no one else liked them, and it was kind of like, yeah. No one wants to trade him anymore, and no one wants to bring him to school. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, as far as movies based off of cards, it was not a great one. Where I feel Mars Attacks was much better. I think it brought the whole genre back.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh. Anything you can do with those, it's great.
Magic no, to be continued.
Monetize.
And finally, 1988, Earth Girls Are Easy with the chaos and the must go faster. Have you seen that movie?
Yes, I have, and it was It was good. It was a typical 80s trope. Not great. There's better alien movies. There's better raunchy comedies. There was better period pieces. Like so, it was good because it had Goldblum. Like it
What's
was
this
like,
one
Jeff.
There you go. There you go. Bonus points. Do you know who the female actor that starred in it with him? And I will give you a hint if you'd like.
I do remember big hair, really big hair, but that. Yeah, who was it? What was the hint?
The hint is these two also starred in The Fly a couple years earlier.
Oh yeah. No, that's.
I'll give you one more. She's in Groundhog Day. Bill Murray.
What's her face?
There you go.
Fucking
big hair.
Big hair. Andy McDowell.
Gina Davis. Nope, I was wrong. Andy McDowell was in Groundhog Day, but Gina Davis was the one with Jeff Goldblum in The Fly.
Yeah.
But you were right. Hey, hold on.
You should have said. You should have
There
said.
you go.
You should have said "Long Kiss Goodnight."
Thelma and Louise.
Gina Davis. Fright Breed? No.
Not Steel Magnolia. I think you're right. I think she's in Fright Breed.
Yeah.
Made with her. Oh no, that's Andy McDowell. Crap.
No.
All right.
Damn. She was in that one with John Travolta, where he was an angel. Nope. Fuck. That was Andy McDowell. God damn.
Andy McDowell.
Foiled again. All of these parts where she had callback after callback. Well, it's up to you and Andy, Gina, and we're not sure yet. We're going to talk to producers and fingers crossed. Damn you!
We don't like your teeth so much, but you are going to be able to drive off a cliff with Susan Sarandon.
Right. Do you think you can play crazy? Because we're going to need that for Long Kiss Goodnight.
I'm just going to say Pete wins at all of it because it doesn't matter anyway. All right, moving on.
He knows I'd fight him if I didn't.
We have no
bananas.
Yes, we have no bananas.
My spoon is too big.
My anus is bleeding. Would you like to do a shot?
I don't think I have an option at this point. Well, it cures what ails you. It sounds like you got a lot going on, bud, so I will drink with you, my friend. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bing, bing.
Cheers, everybody. Because we're going to go into our the short segment.
Oof. Okay. Yep. Short. Where John's going to read a title of an article and read a short snippet of said article. I will respond in kind. As I do, we will put 5 minutes on the clock. There will be no biting, no eye gouging. There'll be none of this. Fuck you, John. There'll be none of this. Your couch fucking sucks, John. There'll be none of this. Gingers are stupid. We'll keep everything classy like we do. And when that 5 minutes is up, the timer will sound. It'll be annoying as fuck, but we'll hear it. And John will turn it off promptly because that is now ingrained in him. We will then have time to finish up the thought process, which will then conclude the short, and we will all move on a stupider people.
I agree with all of that. That is all true. He said article, a single article. It's a single source. Doesn't necessarily have to be a news article. That's the only the thing I would augment.
Okay. A single source. I met this guy down at the bodega. He told me this fucking crazy ass story. I'm going to tell you about it now. Hi, my name's Julio, and I never thought this shit would happen to me.
So the title of this short segment is "There Will Be No One Like Us When We Are Gone."
Goddamn
My boy Pete, are you ready?
I think, were you listening to my fucking inner monologue? Because, yeah, I'm ready.
Here we go. Dr. Oliver Sacks was a physician, best-selling author, and professor of neurology. The New York Times called him, quote, the poet laureate of medicine. Some of his books include Musicophilia, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, Everything in Its Place, and Awakenings, which inspired the movie. The following is a quote from him. And my boy Pete, I am putting it onto the YouTubes right now for you to read for us.
God damn it. This is when it all comes out that I never learned to read. Damn you, hooked on phonics. There will be no one like us when we are gone. Let's start over. Can I start over at the top? All right, thanks. I'm going to go one more time. There will be no one like us when we are gone, but then there is no one like anyone else, ever. When people die, they cannot be replaced. They leave holes that cannot be filled. Or it is the fate, the genetic, neural fate of every human being to be a unique individual, to find his own path, to live his own life, to die his own death.
All right. So that's it. That's our topic.
The man who hated shirts more than John.
There's a picture of him riding topless. That's what my boy Pete's referring to. For those who are only listening to it audibly,
Writing, not writing. He's not pulling a Putin. He's not on a fucking horseback.
That's what you want to focus on. You don't want to focus on that quote.
No, John. I want to focus on your diction, John. You, as a writer, should know better.
Writer.
John, I think. Well, the writer in my contract says you'll enunciate better. That's pretty. No, it is very philosophical. It is very introspective. It truly, when you think about that, and it does inspire people to want to leave something of themselves, to give something of themselves to the future. They want something to live on. That is the human ego, because it is frail, and we know that when we die, we cannot be replaced. So we want statues, we want books, we put things down in the history, the annals of time, the annals of history.
No, let's talk to Ruth.
Well, John, I'm just tying it together. You hit him in the brain, I'll hit him from below. We'll meet somewhere in the middle of the body. We'll hit him in the heart together.
Aw, actually, that's pretty nice, my boy Pete.
Thanks, man.
I want to throw this out because I have mixed thoughts about this. He's saying even those who aren't famous, those who didn't get their legacy out there, right? You were talking about legacy, that something to make me immortal, something that people will remember me by.
Right.
Something.
Right. Exactly. I'm saying that's what inspires that. What his quote is, the knowledge that everyone has this, that no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you cannot be replaced. The void that is left when you go, it cannot be filled. And so that I say, John, now John, I say, it's that inspires people, those to like, I want to I need to leave something. I need to have a wing of a hospital. I need to have a statue. I need to have books published. I need 51 books with my name in the goddamn title by Dr. Ruth. It's my 51st book, Dr. Ruth style.
But do you agree with it that everyone is unique, no matter what?
Yes. In theory, yes. Hear me out.
Okay.
In theory, yes. Because I believe that everyone's outlook is tempered by their own experience, and no experience is the same. You can grow up in the same household. You could be twins in the same household, but have completely different experiences in life. Your internal, external factors are what your motivation is, what your, we get it. I heard the timer. What your environment is, but you can be completely different people. At the same time, John, there's only 5 or 6 categories of people. You can be a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Once you've met so many people, like, oh, you're a cool cat, or you're not. And like, oh, where do you fit in? You're not unique. I know 17 people like you. Oh, you're the one who's fucking allergic to avocados. Fuck off. So unique, no. Your perspective, yes.
Yeah. Back in college.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that this is a good time to mention I'm taking donations to GoFundMe for the My Boy Pete statue that we're going to put in somebody's town square. We're not sure where. We're taking votes now, but if your hometown is missing a tribute, well, apply today.
Yeah, we checked with My Boy Pete's hometown. They're not going to do it.
Fuck no. Fuck no. There's a restraining order in that town, from the town to me. I have to travel around the town.
All right, let's wrap this up with our final segment. What do you say, My Boy Pete?
I'm ready, bud.
But
just so you know, we're going to be sticking around for the green room right after this.
Oh, and we got to pop it to Pepe, and so Pepe, right that right now.
Oh, baby, do you know what it's worth? Oh, stereo is hell on earth. They say in stereo, love comes first. Oh, heaven is a place on earth.
Hell yeah. It is.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm buying to that.
Thanks, Adam. We appreciate you, brother. Yes, Stereo's an interesting place, but we've been here for the past 3 years doing this little show called Two-Sided every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 a.m. Meanwich Sandwich time if you're across the pond. And we also are on the YouTubes live right now. Yeah. So if you or anyone else who's on the Stereo Streets listening to us, you see that little link above us, click on it, and you can see our nice faces.
3 years we've been with Stereo. 3 years, and they still won't return my calls, John. It's ridiculous. No respect. That's what we get around here. No respect.
We don't get a lot of respect, but we do get some shots. So let's take the shot and go into our final segment of this episode, which, as my boy Tweet pointed out, for those who are listening live or watching live on the YouTubes, we're going to continue just no blip whatsoever. But the quote-unquote show of the Two-Sided Podcast will end after this segment. All right, here we go.
Seamlessly. Cheers.
Seamlessly.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's the word. Transition. Cheers. Because my boy Pete, we're going to end on a high note. We're going to talk about hot sauce part 2.
Ooh. Okay, hot sauce part 2. Isn't it part 4? I lose track. You could literally name any number and say, like, yeah, it's 16. Like, yeah, I believe we did 16. Like, I don't know. It's number 2. It's number 1. We've never talked. Yeah, all right. I believe you.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if he remembers that we even talked about hot sauce outside of sriracha. which is, of course, a different category. Sriracha is
Right.
its own.
Right,
Yeah.
but we talk about hot sauce so much. It's just like we're like soccer moms talking about Peyton and Paisley are fucking kids. I don't know. It's like, have you fucking seen Paisley's new shoes? Yeah. Me and Claire fucking had paid top dollar. Haven't even been released yet. Crazy. Paisley, run faster. Yeah.
Peyton's gone backwards.
Kids are blessings, aren't they? Blessings.
Want some cheese?
Ooh, I would like it. Thank you. Cheese platter. Honey, it's cheese platter without the platter or the slices. Honey, do you want some brick cheese? Honey. No, she's good. She's lactose intolerant. She won't even talk to cheese. Anyway, hand me that brick.
It's a wheel. All right, now hot sauce. We talked a little bit about the history of hot sauce in human society. Now we're going to talk about the Scovilles. And my boy Pete, I want you to describe the Scovilles. The Scoville scale.
Scovilles are it's the measurement of heat on the heat index. So what the heat profile is. So the mildest being, like 200 or 100. I think it's I don't think they go lower than 100, do they? I haven't seen anything lower than like 200. Anyway, 150. But they start very, very, very low. And then you have like Cholula, Tabasco, and then you start kind of going up the scale of little hotter till you get the ghost peppers, the scorpion, the red death creeper, the iron lung armor vulva grandma's libido, death pepper from
I
the
haven't had that
Black
one.
Mountains. Oh, John, they're grown every 10 years in the Black Mountains of Himalayas. When I say the Black Mountains, it's underneath the mountains, so it's dark.
All right.
Yeah. Every year the sun is at the perfect axis to shine into the caves, developing the peppers that'll burn your children's assholes. I know you don't have kids, but if you do, their assholes will burn when they are born. Hand to God.
Now, my boy Pete, I was expecting this episode to be filmed. Sure. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Recorded while you were at your house with plenty of hot sauces around. And so I was going to ask you at this point to take out some of your hotter hot sauces and join me while we talk about this. Is there a possibility of that happening?
No, you're an idiot, and I would never do that. Hey, get up. Hey, get up from your fucking camera where you are and rummage around your house to look for hot sauces, you fucking animal.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
No, it's called planning, you dick.
No, I have to surprise you. Remember, it's all surprise.
Everything about you is a surprise. I'm surprised you've lived this long.
Well, yeah, several people are.
I'm surprised evolution hasn't claimed you for one of its own.
Jeez. Are you talking about the Darwin Awards?
Well, no, I'm talking about natural selection.
Oh, okay. That's better.
No, just an evolutionary step, John. You're the reason the tadpole loses its tail and starts moving around on shore. That's what I'm saying.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know, man. You got to take one for the team sometimes, bud. Folks, if you like the inspirational quotes of my boy Pete, you can buy his personal inspirational album.
Sometimes you got to take one for the team there, bud.
Right. Look, man, I know you don't want to die, but sometimes you got to take one for the team, bud.
Well, that's messed up. The segment's now over.
His cancer's back.
I'm taking one for the team there, bud.
Oh, I'm glad he finally listened. Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you're doing. You're digging around in the cellar. Fucking
I mean, I do that weekly.
Poking around with the hostages. Leave the hostages alone, John. They have to be intact.
All right. So instead of doing a little bit more of an elaborate thing, because my planning is super great, since my boy Pete's not going to join me, I will not be doing a 10 hot sauce experimentation of newly acquired hot sauces. Well, checking them out. Instead, I will be just sipping on one hot sauce via chips. A couple of Lay's chips that I have here.
On one hot sauce. Fucking John. Our short is watching John eat chips.
It's not a short. This is a full segment, baby. This is going to be long. Ain't no 5 minutes.
You know how much I hate hearing you crunch, right? And you're going to fucking do it on a show. Jesus, John.
I'll attempt to mute myself, my boy Pete.
No, you should just literally get a spoon and use a little spoon.
Oh no, this is way too hot hot sauce. So for this one, I'm going to be doing the Torchbearer series garlic Reaper sauce. It is garlic flavored Carolina Reaper. All right, let's do it a little dabs. A little dab will do you.
Folks, if you need to take a piss or check your email or anything, this is the time in the two-sided pod where everyone can goddamn scroll through their phones. John, when you're done with this, let us know when you're done eating.
The hot sauce Scoville scale lists numerous hot sauces sorted by their pungency and the amount of. Do you know how to say this?
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin. Thank you. Also, only ever read it. Capsaicin, and it's a weird word.
Capsaicin is the chemical that opens up your taste buds and allows you to taste heat. So pure capsaicin is just basically pure heat. So there is no pepper, there's not an extract, it's just allowing you to get fucked. So anything that isn't and we added capsaicin. Well, fuck your couch, man. That is not okay.
I'm sure Da Bomb is just just injected with capsaicin.
I think there's a little bit, but I think it's a lot of pepper. I think it's all natural pepper, or the majority. But there's actually no. You know what? No, the bomb. No, bomb is capsaicin because it tastes like shit.
Because it tastes terrible, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I haven't. Yeah, no, I haven't had that one because I have never bought it because
Why would you?
I don't need it. I don't need it. Oh.
So this is all the Scoville heat units. That's how it's measured, and they shorten it to SHU. And I'm going to take my first little. Hold on, mute.
It's still not going to be any better. When he comes back on, he chews like a fucking hippopotamus. It's going to be in his teeth for like 4 hours. He's still going to be popping his lips.
A hot sauce, also known as a chili pepper sauce, is a spicy seasoning made from peppers and other ingredients, fruits, vegetables, vinegar, spices. In addition to the changing degrees of spiciness, the hot sauce is also used to alter the actual taste of the dish. And the the production of hot sauces can be done by cooking, fermentation, and also just raw ingredients. Side note, my boy Pete, did you know that tasting spice is actually it's pain. You're registering pain and not a flavor.
Did you know it's a privilege, not a right, John? And if you keep up with that attitude, we're going to take it away from you.
I did not know that, but yeah, spice is a measurement of pain in your mouth or other places of your body.
That's right. Fuck you, metric system. Can't take this away from us. This is a measurement of pain. That feels very American. We fucking do inches, feet, and pain.
I got an L of pain. So, types of hot sauce. Depending on the chili pepper varieties used and the type of production process, hot sauces are divided into different degrees of pungency and consistencies. There are rather thick sauces with a lot of chili peppers, like sriracha. The sriracha sauce is named after the city in Sriracha in Thailand and consists mainly of pureed chilies, garlic, sugar, and very little vinegar. But the most famous Asian sauces, it is the most famous Asian of the Asian sauces used worldwide in kitchens. But there's
I
thinner
don't know why I
sauces
feel like fucking feel like that's racist, John. I don't feel like you should say that.
that it's the most famous of the Asian sauces worldwide.
It's not. We don't like you talking about our sauces like that.
Sriracha.
No, I'm worldwide, baby. We don't like you talking about our sauces like that.
Well, what about Tabasco? Because this is the most famous of the vinegar sauces.
Yep. Yep. So from Ivory, the Ivory Island,
Of
Yep,
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Civil War related hot sauce.
So yeah, that's basically it. And I have a visual, but I want my boy Pete to help out with that for the audio version of this because I have a Scoville scale that is rather complete.
Scoville scale. I feel like at any point John's gonna. Yeah, I can't see shit on that, and it looks like it's upside down. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, you got to think this one through, bud.
So we
So on
have
the
0
lowest is-
units, right?
Yeah, I can't read it.
Like a sweet bell pepper is 0 units. A gypsy pepper is 0. Melrose is an Italian sweet. Tangerine Dream. All of these are the beginning of the 100s that my boy Pete has seen. The reason why you haven't seen below 100 is because why would they measure it that way? They won't give you a 0. Shoshitos is 200. Some people consider that spicy. My boy Pete, do you consider Shoshito peppers spicy?
No, but if you jump up a little bit, you start getting to the Anaheim peppers and something around those, the poblano. Those get a little more high in the 1,000 to 2,000 range, and it gets a little spicier.
The Anaheim, so we got the Black Prince, Black Cobra.
That was-
These are
That was my nickname back in high school. Crazy.
Oh, we have a Fresno pepper. Michael B, did you know that Fresno pepper is between 2,500 and 10,000 Scovilles?
It's usually it's treated differently because it's never that hot usually. I don't feel like it's ever that hot.
No, and it's normally on the 2,500 scale. But if they're able, like the Cayenne, compared to
Right.
the Fresno, this is where we're getting into actual heat for people
Right,
like us.
Like
That's
cayenne
30,000.
30,000 to 50,000. Right, but if you move up, you got to keep on moving, John. You're running this fucking PowerPoint presentation from hell. You guys, have you ever done a TED Talk with a special ed student running your IT? Well, welcome to the Two-Sided Pod, which reminds me of the time I was doing a segment in all about the Charleston hot. They said, "Is that a dance?" I said, "No, sir. That's a pepper from the United States. That's 70,000 to 100,000 Scoville. Pretty hot. Not as hot as a habanero from 100 to 350, but pretty dang hot nonetheless."
Now, I've had a lot of habanero hot sauces that I'm like, eh. But have you ever actually taken a bite out of a habanero? I've taken like
Yes.
jalapeno. I know you and I have done that together, but you have with a habanero.
I've done a habanero once, and it was too much, and I didn't do the whole thing because I knew it was like, oh, I'm not fucking with the seeds. I'm going to take like half of it and get a little seeds, and it was still a lot, like a lot.
Yeah, it really is, and that's I think the hottest pepper that I've ever bitten into. I think including the Thai peppers that you get, in good Thai restaurants.
Dude, what is this about? Over here on the right, there's a pepper called the Madame Jeanette from 100,000 to 350 from the Suriname. I wonder who Madame Jeanette is that they named a hot ass pepper. She was either the most evil woman in the world or the most exotic, amazing,
Hottest, if you will.
hottest, unbelievable. Madame Jeanette, Madame Jeanette, oh, Madame Jeanette.
What's surprising to me is the Scotch bonnet being right in line with the habanero. So I'm never wanting to actually bite into a Scotch bonnet, but it seems like it's pretty comparable.
Well, I've wanted to. It's not good. That's going to keep happening. He's saying go, like keep on. We're spending too much time on peppers. Like keep going, go up, 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 up. Come on, there's a whole bunch of pepper up there. Keep going, bud. There we go.
All right, we're now at the top.
Yeah, there we go. The 7-pot brain strain. That feels like a weed. Feels like a hard indica. It's like 72. It's testing at 72, but we don't trust the fucking lab, so it's probably like a 61. But anyway, it's a 7-pot brain drain. One hit of this, you'll be planted on the couch. Fucking, you wake up, you'll be fucking ready for some hot pot. Maybe 7 of them. 7-pot brain drain.
Well, there's a 7-pot brown on the right-hand side.
This one is so good. You're gonna smoke it. You're gonna wake up. You'll shit your pants. 7-pot brown. Then you're still gonna eat 7 paper towels to. You're gonna eat 7 rolls of paper towels to clean up your pants.
Now we're getting into the ones that we are more familiar with. The ghost pepper is kind of on the bottom of this top list, like this dumbest one in the smart class, at 800,000 to 1 million ish Scovilles. And then there's the scorpion. Which do you feel is in your opinion, of the sauces you've tasted, between the scorpion and the ghost pepper, or the different scorpions? Because obviously there's a Trinidad, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. The Trinidad. That one's hot. But Ghost has been pretty up there. But when you start developing peppers and they start doing shit on purpose, like look, I grew my own meat. Like, oh, I made a pepper that fucking will kill a child at 400 paces. You take this in a fucking Eagle Scout bag camping, you lose your way, it'll start fire in the rain. You just rub 2 together, it ignites. You can't cross borders with 2 of these peppers because that's a fucking hazard. I don't know what you're doing. If there's any more, scroll up. If not, we're done.
No, there's not, but this is the top of them. So we got the Carolina Reaper, right? That's the 1,400,000 to 2,200,000. And that was the hottest pepper for a while. But it's been beaten.
Right, because it's the Pepper X, and that was what I was saying, because you're breeding peppers, you're doing shit that's insane that shouldn't be done.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason. Like, what are you doing? Right, but this one, if you fucking bite into it, your fucking mouth will burst into flames. It's not even that hot. It's just flammable.
Yeah, the Carolina Reaper in 2018 got the Guinness World Record for hottest chili pepper. And Pepper X, who has beaten it with 3 million, roughly 200,000 to.
See, but the whole thing at that Pepper X, I feel like it's made up by people who love X-Men because it's like Weapon X. It's a whole like, no, you don't understand. This pepper cannot be killed. Shink.
And it is still waiting for verification from Guinness World Records to be the official hottest record. Pepper on record.
Pepper on record. All right. Well, there you go. And folks, that's all the time we have for watching John eat. It's been real. It's been gross. It's been real gross.
The Scoville scale is led by Blair's 16 million reserve, The 16 million is the name stands for 16 million Scoville heat units, but it's not a pepper. It's not a sauce. It is pure. How do you say it again?
Capsaicin.
Capsaicin crystals, pure capsaicin crystals. So it is
Right.
the pure form. So it can't really be measured as a pepper. The sources.
Yeah, no, that's fucking insane, man. That's fucking insane. The thing is, like, you can't fucking buy drug compounds because you make drugs. All of a sudden, you can buy capsaicin crystals so you can make a fucking time bomb for the community. That's bullshit.
A time bomb for the community. I almost feel that'd be a no, that's bad. Never mind. I was eating hot sauce. Mind went a little dark. Anyway,
Yeah.
the sources for this episode of Two Sided have been first segment.
Look at you. John's gonna shit his pants. Look at him. You sweaty, horrible man. Look at you.
It's so happy right now. First segment, Britannica, CNBC, Politico, and ABC New York. Second segment, Hot Ones, ScovilleScale.org, and Reddit. And the short is Oliver Sacks, the quote from Oliver Sacks himself.
All right, there you go. Well, I just can't stop watching you sweat. Like, it's an unfortunate thing to behold. My sources have been all stricken from my memory after I've been witnessing John dab his fucking sweaty face. There's no way he's going to come back in 2 minutes after this. He shit himself. We're in a lot of trouble.
Now it's time for your favorite game and mine. That's right, my boy Pete. What's the through line?
All right. Dr. Ruth.
Oliver Sacks is saying we're all unique.
Oliver Sacks and her hot sauce. All right, here's the deal. Easy. You gotta live your own life. March to the beat of your own drummer, because you're a special person. And if you want to drink hot sauce on the air, you special boy, you can. Dr. Ruth would say, "Yeah, that's good." Fucking guy would say, "Yeah, John, fucking unbutton your shirt, drink some hot sauce, man. Live your life, put your mark in the world. No one's gonna take your place." Actually, that's what Dr. Phil would say. "John, leave your mark in the world, John. Take off your shirt. We're going to take a break." Through line.
That was pretty good, Dr. Phil. I just wanted to give that one. I don't know if I've heard you say that one before, or do Dr. Phil before. That was pretty good, man.
Okay, thank you. It's about time I get a goddamn compliment around here. I fucking work hard every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. All I get is bitch.
Okay, so Dr. Ruth, Oliver Sacks, we're all shiny, happy people, and then the spiciness.
Yeah, it's a let your freak flag fly. Let your freak flag fly. Freak flag fly. Freak flag fly. Fair enough. No, officer, I haven't been drinking. Why, have you? You wanna? Be cool. I got some beers in the car. Come on in. Oh shit. I mean, no, I didn't. You cool?
That's right, my boy Pete. It is it's all spicy. All right. Before we head out of the episode, but go into the green room and continue for those listening live, my boy Pete, is there anything from this episode you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
No, John, I stand by all my words. I regret nothing. This is the hill I will die on, John. Hear me now, believe me later, John. Actually, I regret that. Should have gone on a tirade. Just say no. Sometimes less is more. Okay, no, I don't. Nailed it. We can get that in post, right?
100%. Grab your shot, get it ready, because thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show continuing for those listening or watching live on the Stereo app or on YouTube right now. So if you are hearing this live, regardless of the platform, stick around. And if you're hearing it later and you want to join us in the green room for our after show wind downs or want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. Cheers. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, Sean. Pink,
The
pink,
gal.
pink.
Because that's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And you're listening. Nope. Oh, sorry, that's the first one. I was just a little distracted right there. And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcast and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle @2sidedpod, all one word, no underscores, as Pete likes to point out, and on the Stereo app and YouTube live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the fun and the serious, here in Two-Sided. I love you, Pete.
You guys want to see a body? Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Love you, John. That's right, folks. We're back in. I don't even know. I probably came on too soon, came on too hot, came on too fast. What are you going to do? Doesn't matter. All I can say is we're in the green room, folks. It was a long journey, but we are here. Hey, can you guys fucking believe that John just fucking pulled out hot sauce, planned a segment to just eat hot sauce from the kitchen? What was that about? Hey man, someone's got to tell me this shit. I need a fucking John Wrangler. Y'all don't even know any John Wranglers? Man, it's a tough world. It's a tough world we're living in when John L. Peacocks run the world all willy-nilly, all hibbity-dibbity, eating hot sauce with chips, thinking it's going to be a good idea to eat chips on the show. John. And after we talked about jaw clicking, this motherfucker has the gall to come in with a chip idea. You know what? If I hadn't got my 7-day chip 7 days ago, I would be furious about this. Anger management. You get a chip every time you lose your temper, and I've gotten 7 chips with John today. I don't know if that's how it works, but I feel like I could be onto something. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your friend and mine, John L. Peacock. That's right, folks. The man of the hours, coming in ginger hot, getting the admin star without even having to ask. Yes, make an admin and give all the love and applause you can. That's right, folks. John, what do you got to say to the people at home? That's right, folks. John not only doesn't understand social interaction, but also has a lot of cheese and a lot of love to share. Folks, that's right. Call in now and get your love and dairy product from John. It'll be gone soon. I heard the cheddar's going quick. I feel like... Nope. Now I feel like I know John is the kind of person to carry a brick of cheese around. I could tell you guys a story. So I was fucking so embarrassed as a kid. I was probably 13 years old. And I go with my parents and my sister, we go to Marie Callender's. And my dad gets the potato cheese soup because that was the fucking jam at Marie Callender's. Like they had the best potato cheese soup. So we go there. My dad gets the bowl. He's like, all right, yeah. They come and bring it. And out of his fucking coat pocket, he takes a Ziploc plastic baggie with half a brick of cheddar in there. I'm like, what is happening? He's like, they don't give you enough cheese. And he just starts cutting pieces of cheese up into his soup. As a 13-year-old kid in a crowded restaurant in the middle, and your dad has brought fucking outside food in, like, I'm losing my mind. Yeah. And turns out I haven't really conquered that because whenever I see John bring a Ziploc baggie out of his pocket, I pray it's drugs. I pray it's something we can all appreciate and use, but it's not. 9 times out of 10, it's fucking hard boiled eggs or a can of tuna or a fucking block of cheese. Granted, it's fun on the road. It does help. It is good for that, but man, it is rough in a public place. Have you ever been at a farmer's market and you're looking at fucking dairy products and their cheese and someone takes out a brick of fucking their own Gouda out of their pocket? Cheaper, satisfying, embarrassing. God bless him. You got to love John. You got to love John. I mean, if you don't, there is a club. It's a support group. We meet every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. We get here and we talk about the two sides of life, and we try to deal with the day-to-day existence. One step at a time, because we're not just bad people, we're just bad listeners. I think that's what's said. Ain't that right, John? We are the president. I am the president. Of what? It.
Yeah. A couple of questions there, my boy Pete.
17. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I believe the atomic symbol is AU.
Oh.
So what are your questions? Let's see if they match up.
Why didn't your dad just bring pre-shredded cheese?
Dads don't think like that. Dad's on the go. We're going to Marie Callender's, grab the block and run, baby, because no one's going to allow you to take shredded cheese if they see you shredded cheese into a bag and put it in your pocket. You got to be stealth, because that shit would have been stopped from the get if we had witnessed that in the kitchen. No, motherfucker, you are not putting a Ziploc bag of cheese in your fucking pocket. No, thank you. My sister was 16. No, thank you. No.
So he just brought out like a block of cheese?
Like a block of cheese. I started cutting it with a knife in thick ass fucking slices, like not even like things that would melt, like big ass chunks of, like, what the fuck are you doing, Don? What the fuck is this? You're an animal. Fucking, you should be caged. They don't feed you enough on the Jesus. We are not letting you out of the cellar. Like, if you keep acting like this is some bullshit.
Hey, going to a place where you're going to have some cheese soup, that's one thing. But cheese on the go, if you're traveling, eggs with a little salt, little pepper, those little packets, perfect.
Gross.
And cheese, blocks of cheese,
nope.
Great travel companions, if you know what I mean.
No, horrible. You stick any of that shit in your pocket, it's going to be gross and clammy.
Don't put it in your pocket then.
What are you going to do? Like, you're a diabetic, you keep it in a little lunchbox cooler because you're fucking Johnny on the go? What the fuck is that about, dummy? No, man. Get some class. You carry canned meat, tins of sardines, tuna, corned beef. Eat that shit raw with a little fucking hot sauce on Nope. All that is gross. I was trying to one up you on gross, and all of it is gross, man.
You one up me for sure, because I don't eat seafood, so the sardines and the tuna. Blah.
Stop at a fucking rest stop. Hey, man, this is goddamn 2024. I was taking that pause, so in post, if you wanted to insert a different year, if we want to put this out next year, if you don't want to do a show, you know what I mean? Come on, John, topical shit.
Or I might not be able to upload it until 2 or 3 years from now.
Turns out I started it today, but my computer's so slow it doesn't actually upload. We're hoping. One of these days, he'll be a singer. He won't be a soccer player.
By 2025, it should be uploaded.
Perfect. I'm just saying, if we do a lot of talking like this, we can just insert any voiceovers we want.
That's right. That's the old trick, my friend. That's the old trick. Have a cup in front of you.
Sean, I know, right? And that's what you get for less. Nope, should have covered my.
The
Nope.
less you know.
John.
Is that a
Hot
pod?
sauce.
Is that a pod you're drinking? Or drinking? You're sipping on weed wise? No, it's not a pod.
Yeah,
Never mind.
this is a geek bar and a Lost Mary.
For
Yeah,
those
dude.
who don't know, let us know what that actually means. Whoa, that is a geek bar. That is 100% a geek bar. That's very
Yeah.
aptly named.
And then this one, Lost Mary, like this. Check this out.
Okay, for those who are just hearing us, what is happening right now with those two things? Because that's amazing on both ends. Two different devices.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is I'm collecting them. I'm only buying these because I'm thinking about if there is a horrible power outage and things we no longer have electricity. I'm going to take these and Mad Max my way into like turning these into a big screen that I can then watch movies on if I find some sort of electrical device. Make the peasants run on the wheels to power my windmills to run the device for my Geek Bar and Lost Mary screen so I can watch fucking episodes of Rick and Morty. I don't know.
So the Geek Bar, let's start with that one. This handheld device. What is this handheld device doing as you inhale some substance from it?
It's all tobacco and it's so flavorful and bullshitty. It's like I feel like a kid again, John. Like I was smoking for the first time when I was 12. It's so great.
Okay, cool. But my question was, what's the device doing there, my boy Pete? Not you.
All it is all these things are that's the gimmick on every different one, right? It is the same fucking delivery device as what you are smoking. It is the exact, pretty much the same thing. A single hitter. It's rechargeable, but you can't refill it.
Right.
And then everything on it is fucking LEDs and like how your LEDs look. And like, do you want to have a picture on it? And like, it's Christmas. Like, here's a snowman and like, here's a reindeer running. And like, you can make snowflakes come in different fucking things. And like, turn it up to turbo, turn it down to low. Like, fucking, so it doesn't matter, bro. It's so dumb.
So it's
So
supposed to
dumb.
be like showing you how hot it is, the Scoville units of the device, if you will.
Shows it on what power it's burning.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And what is that one? The Geek unit. What is that device showing
That
us?
was that was the Geek, and the Lost Mary is showing how long you hit, like it's low, medium, high, and then how long the drag was, and then after it shows the time up there, it's like a cigarette smoke in blue. So it's like here's the smoke going up, and it's like 1.9, 2.4, 0.7. It'll tell you how long you hit it, and then it equates to like here's your battery time, and here's the juice left. Like Lost Mary, fuck off. So good. So good. So good.
My boy Pete.
I'm saying I would prefer smoking if I could get menthols back in California, or if I could move states, I would start smoking again. That's a promise.
I heard you were looking for an apartment out in New York. Is that still possibly a thing?
I'm looking for a lot of, we call them safe houses, John, and we can't talk about them on the show.
Right. I'll call you on my burner. My boy Pete. Yes.
Yep.
I was just saying.
My collar.
There you go. There you go. These were topics that I thought we'd both thoroughly enjoy, and it seems no one else does because we have no call-ins, we have no participation, and we have very few people actually watching. But I still want to talk to you because it's early and it's I'm partying, man. It's a week for me. You know, it's a celebration week. We've got the Redhead Day, World Redhead Day. Thanks, Jules.
Jesus Christ. That's great. Yeah, no, that's great. The one thing I don't know why it doesn't matter how hard you try. I tried so hard, come so far. But in the end, John, it doesn't really matter.
There's no such thing as a halfway criminal.
Right. Exactly.
I think that was Kierkegaard, right? Wasn't that Kierkegaard?
No, it was Dick Van Patten. I get him confused all the time. Total easy mistake. Easy mistake. No, I want to be on the side of truth and right and justice. I wasn't on board for all of your topics, John. I didn't think your hot sauce fucking. I'm doing hot sauce part 2, which involves me saying, "Get your hot sauces from the kitchen. Let's drink them." What the fuck are you doing, bud? No, I'm not on board with that. No one is. No, thank you. No, thank you. 3 bags full.
You threw a curveball at me. You were at another place that doesn't have hot sauce.
No. It doesn't matter. I would have been home. I would have been even more upset because I would have had to not get up and yell at you, and you would have been, oh, and then would have gotten all fucking tight-lipped and fucking stupidified and ginger looking. Oof. At least this way I have a fucking out.
All right. Well, now
I would go to the draft, but I got this bone spur.
Now that we're in a safe place in the green room, I want to say this was inspired, as the first segment was inspired by Mona Lisa. This one was inspired by my boy Pete, who threw me a set of hot sauces. And want to thank you semi-privately. This is between you, me, and the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whatever, fucker. Yeah. Good for you. Doesn't matter. I was drunk.
For World Redhead Day.
I was drunk and I put in the wrong fucking address. I do it all the time. I send people shit all the time. It's not you, it's me. It's a drinking problem, and my fucking credit card is stored in my phone. It's stupid.
I was ready to pop them all because the Scoville units of each are on this little placard. But you're like, nah. I was like, okay, I'll just have one that I like that's already open in my fridge. So we got to pop it back.
Yeah, I was saying, there's a few in there. Like there's the kimchi one. That one I'm interested in. That one, I think that would be a good one. Hey, country.
That's the same as Pattonville. My crotch. So yes.
Bam Crouch. Club balls.
Why is he so obsessed with donkeys? I'm wondering about that.
What's that? What?
Donkeys?
Oh, burros.
See.
No, I think there's something lost in translation, John.
Oh, it's a Spanish. It's a Spanish.
Yeah. English. Well, no, it's human. Oh, I'm sorry, John. We don't speak troll around here.
My microphone is so fucked up. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, shit. Fucking, we need to get him a mic.
Mike. Who's Mike?
Me and Mike. Mike was the name of the guy's knife in the movie Volunteers. Do you remember Volunteers?
I don't, actually.
Tom Hanks, John Candy. He joins the Peace Corps. He's running he graduates Yale and he runs from his gambling debts. And he joins the Peace Corps. He pays his roommate.
Who's he?
Tom Hanks pays his roommate to run from, like, I'll give you my car and I'll give you Snooki. You can have her here and all the money. Okay. And he gives him his flight and he takes his place and goes to the Peace Corps. And he ends up, he's like, I'll just stop at the next place. Oh, no problem. He's like, oh no, we're not going back. You're in like Vietnam. Like okay, we'll drop you off. We'll see you in 6 months. What? 6 months? And then he gets involved and there's like helping the villagers, but then there's the Communist Party that's coming and demanding all the stuff. And there's the insurgent army that's demanding other thing, and they're making him build a bridge, like bridge over River Kwai.
Uh-huh.
And so there's two the army factions, and then turns out the guy who brought him there has a crush on the girl, and he like, I want to take you for my own. And so he's like, I'm gonna kill these guys, and like, so he gets her on the bridge, and he just always has his knife with him, and it's a big fucking Bowie knife. It's just you, me, and Mike. Who's Mike? My knife. It's okay. Mike likes you. You need to watch, John. Fucking, it's a great movie. You should watch it.
Hold on,
Tom Hanks, one of my favorites.
Oh wow, yeah. I always liked Joe versus the Volcano, but yeah, that's a good one. It seems like it's a good one too.
No, way better than that. I would say Bachelor Party, Volunteers, Man with One Red Shoe.
Don't know that one.
What?
If we're going early Hanks, you know, there's Biggs, but for me, Punchline, a little lesser known, but it has big names. John Goodman. That's how I feel.
Great movie. It's a little too. It's for a comedy. It's not as funny as I want it to be.
He was moving away. Yeah, he was moving away from the Great Comic. Is a film I was recently recommended. That is not very funny at all, but it's the inspiration for the Joker. It's an early Scorsese with Jerry Lewis and Robert De Niro.
Oh, and The News. That was before he. That was after he was with The News, or before.
Who? Scorsese?
Jerry Lewis, The News.
No, not Jerry Lee Lewis.
No.
Hey, lady.
Oh, I thought you said Huey Lewis, The News.
Oh, right, yeah, not Jerry Lee who killed his wife.
Allegedly, John.
Allegedly, he might sue us. All right, pop that packet.
Spanish? What? I'm Mexican, not Spanish. By the way, speaking of Mexican, John L. Peacock, I say cock. You, are you Mexican? Put your whistle in there, because that's how we communicate, you know, shit like that. Donkeys, you said burrotes.
Hold on now. That's a little more Disney. That's how we communicate too.
Little bird lands on your finger.
Right. How do you think I got dressed this morning? All the animals helped. Is that why you're covered in shit and hair? Worst Disney movie ever.
Orale, wait, no, Mexicano is Chicano, Gringo, or Wedo, you know, whatever you want.
The countdown. I leave on the 26th. Yeah, like it's like 3 weeks away, John. Oof, I'm counting down. Heading to La Paz for a week. Ooh.
This is my ignorance. Where in Mexico is La Paz?
South.
Like Mexico City south?
No, not that. You go to Cabo. It's like hour and a half, 2 hours south of Cabo. Coastal.
Is Cabo like
it's in
at
Mexico.
Baja? Yes, I know that. Is it at Baja but on the mainland? Not the peninsula? It's like right at the bottom of Baja, California. Okay, well, let's move on. Hey, let's move on before we expose a whole lot of our own ignorances. Being both border kids from California and Arizona, let's just move on. Sonora, I know Sonora real well.
Fucking John, man, you opened Pandora's box and you want to let people
Hey, you know, at least unlike some people who try to show everyone that they've seen movies they haven't seen, I actually expose what I don't know because I think that's a good place to start. Instead of just always thinking that you know everything, saying, "Ah, you know what? I don't know. Let's talk more. Maybe I'll learn something."
Yeah, maybe you will, John. And that is why I need you to come back next week. Folks, we meet together as a congregation here, and I feel like we build a community because those of us with questions have them answers. Those of us who have answers give the answers. 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's Tuesdays, Western and Eastern time. Unless you're across the pond. Western time. Yeehaw! Because this here's the Westernest time in the time zone.
What's Eastern time?
Hey, yo, look at this. My fucking clock's like 3 hours fucking faster than yours. Slow poke.
Well, everybody, hey, cheers. You're welcome for listening. We are the Two-Sided Pod. We're Eastern and Western time. We're even across the pond with the Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich time. My boy Pete, what time is that across the pond?
It's game time, baby.
It is game time. Go Celtics.
Go Celtics. Cheers. Bink, bink, bink.
Sounds like we got one more, and then we're going to pop out of here.
Oh.
Órale. No soy Chicano. Chicanos are from, like, California. I'm just your regular, everyday Texican. Mexicano. But thanks. You were close, I guess.
Hell yeah.
That's right on. Three border kids. 1, 2, 3 to another. I repeat, everybody, it's been a pleasure. See y'all next week.